Here are the top 3 things that I did to attract highly skilled and qualified people to my film set, despite not being super skilled myself. So I just recently wrapped my latest film, on which I had 21 volunteers, most of whom were very skilled or just straight up more qualified than I was, which is not hard considering I don't actually have any formal qualifications in film. There are 3 things that I did that I attribute to actually attracting these people to come and work on my film set, and most of whom will hopefully come back. And one bonus thing, which I think is super important as well. So starting from the top, number 1, relationship. So relationship is super important. With every single volunteer that I had on my film set, I had a previous relationship with them, whether they were my friend, whether they're my family, whether they're an acquaintance, whether I did a hobby with them, something like that. I already knew them beforehand, which meant that when I went and I asked them, hey, do you want to come do this thing? They knew the type of person that I was. Some of them knew the quality of work that I output, and most of them knew what to expect already just based off of who I am. So in the case of Sam, our director of photography, I went and did media on a youth camp with him earlier this year, and that's where we met really. And we became friends basically. And throughout the next 3-4 months, I basically just focused on getting that friendship and actually being a genuine friend here. And that's the key point here, is we have to be genuine friends. You can't be friends for the sake of getting something out of them. Because people, I think, know deep down when they're being used and it's not a fun feeling, and they'll naturally like recoil away from it. But if you're genuinely wanting to be friends with this person, and then you just so happen to be like, oh, you know, I'm doing this film, do you want to come and help? They're way more inclined to say yes. That's number 1. Number 2, value. So value is about understanding why people volunteer their time for a short film. Because the reality is everybody always trades their time in exchange for something else, whether that be scrolling TikTok, you're trading your time in exchange for escapism or entertainment, or maybe even education, something to that degree. When you're signing up to volunteer on a short film, especially if you're not getting paid, which is what volunteering is, there are certain things that people will be hoping to get out of it. And understanding what those things are will help your volunteers to feel like they made the right choice in signing up, and help them wanting to come back. And you can usually tell what they're hoping to get out of an experience by the way they reply when you ask them to come and join your short film. So here are the 3 top replies that I got. Number 1, fun. That sounds fun. These people are hoping for an enjoyable experience, a break from life, something just different. And so that means that if you have a lot of these people on your set, you need to create an environment that is fun, that is enjoyable. And these people are not bad. They're good to have on set, and especially if they're skilled, it's great to have them. Even if it sacrifices a little bit of quality or a little bit of efficiency, if people are enjoying themselves, then this category will be very happy. Probably more than half of my volunteers were in this fun category. Number 2 is advance. These people are here to advance in some way, whether that be through portfolio pieces, through contacts, through upskilling. I'd say probably 5 or 6 people that said yes to me were in the advance category. And so for these people, you have to understand what they're hoping to get out of it. So in the case of our sound guy, he was hoping for experiencing audio. And so I just created an environment where he was able to experiment with that and use it as an experience to gain the skills that he wanted to experience. Number 3 is friend. This is usually the smallest category in my experience. I had 3 people that fell into the friend category. These people are here because of the relationship. And these are amazing because they are putting time in because they know that this project is important to you, and so they're hoping that by putting their time into this project, it will improve the relationship. These guys were the hardest working on my entire set. They kept things going. They were amazing. They're also some of the most important to manage appropriately because they care a little bit if it's fun. They care a little bit about advancing, maybe, but they really care about you and your relationship. And so in this case, my own sister falls into this category. She doesn't have any interest in the film industry. She was there for a little bit of fun, sure, but she was there really because it's something that's important to me, and it's some way that we connect and something that we can bond over, essentially. Last but not least, number 3, respect. If you are bringing highly skilled people onto your set, you have to let them use that skill and treat them as if they have that skill. Why on earth would you be bringing highly skilled people onto your set if you're just going to micromanage them and tell them what to do all the time? That's not the point of bringing a highly skilled person onto your set. If you want to micromanage the job, bring someone who doesn't know what they're doing, or better yet, just do it yourself. If you're going to bring a highly skilled person onto your set, respect them. Give them the opportunity to make decisions and then just go with those decisions. There were a number of decisions that were made over the weekend where we were filming where I didn't necessarily agree with it. It wasn't the way that I would have done it. It wasn't how I pictured it in my mind. But because it was made by a highly skilled person, I decided to just go with it because I respect their skill, I respect their talent, and I respect their time most of all. And so if you choose not to respect the people who you have on your set, they're not going to want to come back. They're going to stop giving you their ideas. And at that point, you may as well just have nobody on your set, frankly. So those are the top 3 things. The last one, in my opinion, is probably the most important and wraps up everything very nicely, and that is appreciation. Volunteers don't get paid with money, they get paid with appreciation. At least that's my opinion of it. The way I like to do this is when they arrive, I go and I say, "Hi, how you doing?" I shake their hand or I give them a hug, whichever type they are. I say, "Thank you so much for being here. I'm really glad you're here." And I just talk with them for a minute or so. Personally, before they leave, go up, shake their hand, say, "Thank you so much for coming. I couldn't have done this without you. You made my life so much better." So there you have it. Relationship value, respect, appreciation. This is how I attract highly skilled individuals to come and volunteer on my film set without having to pay them anything. And they want to keep coming back. So hope that helps.